Right, we're going to have another go. We're going to have another go. I can see that the green's still not right. I need to have a look on the computer. I think the computer green on the computer is probably a little bit better. But that's not good, but anyhow, we only have one day to live. Fuck it. That's it, okay. I don't know. We don't need that there like that. I think they've got to be dark. Well, I don't know. I don't know what think about where we're going with that. I think what I'll do is try and put a little bit of foliage in there now. Just to try, because what it'll do is it'll keep me interested in the painting. I can't just work in that section. I get bored. I get bored real easy. So there's not going to be a lot of foliage on this tree because this tree is there's more foliage right up the top. There is a little bit of foliage here, a little bit up there, and just a few little skerricks of foliage there. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have my little brush, somewhere it is. And what am I going to use? What could I use for foliage? What I'll do is I should have a brush here with the foliage. There we go. We've got a little tray out of the paint box. That's my super little brush, but I probably really need a bigger one than that. But then again, I don't want a lot of foliage. So I've got to be careful how I'm going about it. What I need is some ultramarine blue, orange, yellow, ultramarine, little bit of that Azarillan crimson or whatever it is. I just want to, I don't want to, you got to get the leaf right too. So we don't want to, that one there might get there, and then there's that one there. And what I'll do is I'll have the major stick, or one of them, that I can run through and make what I want out of it. You know what I mean? And that should give us the right size leaf for there. I don't know, pretty tedious life, tedious. Yeah. Let's just turn them into leaves before I can go back over with a little brush and put some thicker paint here and there to make the foliage look sort of three-dimensional. But a little bit up there. tedious for me. I mean, I do it this way. Other people just put the value of their paint sliced on there, and it does a beautiful job that way too. But I like to make things hard for myself, you know. So I do it back to front, do it around all the different ways, you know. In fact, sometimes I've been told I have many styles, and you know, I think I might be right. They might be right, because I don't do this all the time. You know, and put that in there. A little bit of that, a little bit of magenta too. Yeah. And mind you, we can go over it and over it and over it, wipe in, wipe out. That's what painting's all about, especially with oil paint in here. I mean, you know, to me, oil paint, I suppose you can do it with acrylic too. Watercolour's a bit different. You put a dark on, that dark stays there. But you know, with watercolour too, we tend to, when we're learning that too, we tend to get scared of going dark. Scared of that dark thing. Because we know we can't move it, you know, but you know, you've got to get the value right in the darks too. Yeah, so. Yeah, so we don't want a lot. No, we don't. There's not a lot of foliage up here. There's really not a lot of foliage on this tree. The main thing is the interest in the trunk and the colour, and I still haven't got it right. But I'll work on it and I will get it right, my friends. You know, take a little bit of there, put those down there. Really need some thicker paint rather than be playing around with this foliage like that. You know what I mean? The older members would know what I'm talking about. I'm just dibble dabbling here, just playing around. No good. I gotta get that thing. And you know what I should be doing is getting that other colour in there too. You know, like move it around and get some light in that. Put some life in there. Put some paint on the paint. You know what I mean? And that way. That's coming good. I want to get this done before I go to the meeting. Get some foliage on there before I go to the meeting, so I can. What I can do then is maybe put a little bit on that one too. Yeah, all right. A little bit up there. Yeah, just keep the foliage up high. Mm. Yeah, it's tedious. I know, the older members are just, oh, why would you want to do that when you can wipe a paintbrush mark on there in 2 seconds? Well, why do we do anything? Because I suppose we all do things different, I guess. And, but I don't want to overwork foliage on this thing, because there's certainly not much foliage on the tree itself. And it looks good because it keeps it open too. It keeps it open so you can see the branch structure, and I can bring a bit of light through some of the small ones and make like thing. This tree in the middle ground here needs to be worked on a little bit with its colour, maybe darkening the background and light and coming down there. You know, it's, yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, we've got to keep it dark, because when you look up in the tree, up into the blue sky, and you look at the leaves, depending on where the light direction is too, I suppose, when you look at the leaves, they look dark. And then where they come in the light, they look light straight over the top of the dark. So we've got to sort of try and create that sort of thing. And we've got to remember too that when we're doing this, that you need a couple of leaves on their own. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's how the trees are though. You see a whole clump of leaves, and then right at the end you see that one that's just sticking out all on its own, you know. Yeah, anyhow, we'll just do what we're doing. A little bit to this side, maybe a little bit up in there, over there. A little bit here. Get a bit more of that yellow, ultramarine, and a bit of that beautiful red. And we can put a little bit of, oh, that would have a little bit of light in it, that one. Oh, God. That'll be alright. That there. And what we can do is do that. I need to put a little bit of foliage out there. Don't go too thick with it, mate. Don't go too thick. Put that down there, and that can go there. I reckon that looks a bit balanced, although life isn't balanced like that, is it? Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is, maybe we just don't recognise it that way. Put a few up there over the top of that one. And I think, you know what, I don't know, but I'll probably play around with the foliage, still doing a little bit, of course I will, but right at this stage, I'm just going to do that. Oh, it's only 11:30. Yeah, the meeting at 12:30. So what I'll do is just got a phone number. Oh, alright. Hello Barbara, do you want to be on YouTube, do you? Well, I'm on YouTube at the moment. Marlene who? Oh yeah, alright, well, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, alright. Alright, see you anyhow, Barb, I'm doing something. See ya. See ya. Oh, God. You don't give a fuck. Anyhow, I mean, God, that's negative shit I get off there anytime. Anyway, I don't need to go into that shit. I'm doing this. And, yeah, that's alright. Make sure that's off. Yeah, I don't know why they, oh, yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm doing my bit here. And I think, of course there's going to be a few little shadows on the trunks and stuff. But I'll probably leave that part of it go now. No, I won't. What I'll do is I will just see, wow, with a little highlight here and there, see how we can do this. See, I got a little bit of paint on the stick there, and I'm just touching the top of the wet paint, and just trying to get a little bit of life, a little bit of light in the foliage. Yeah, so, hey, God. So, alright. Do you think? A little one there. I might have to get some other yellow out. Yellow mallow. But anyhow, like while I'm doing this, put a little bit of little light on the foliage. There'll be another colour that'll go over that probably too. But it doesn't need, it's not one of those real Luna Parky bright days where there's so much powerful light on the tree. It's just a little bit of light on the foliage, just enough to make you interested to look. That's what I want in there. You know, so maybe tint it a bit, see what that does. Marble sort of tint does, see, look at that, it just, yeah. Yeah. Right. Put a little tint on there. That one can go there like that. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more tint down on that one. I know, I'm getting there. Take me quite a few months to actually get back into this painting. Yeah. Yeah, I can't use a big fluffy brush to do this. I like to look at the light and see where the light. Just show you what's going on here. You know, it's just just trying to get those little bits of light in there on the foliage, and keep the tree rolling. Keep the tree rolling, 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 rolling on a river, rolling on a river. Alright. Right. Yeah, alright. So this has gone into the third 20 minutes. So that's why it's not worth really taking a picture of me doing bigger paint, because you just can't do them. You've got to see the little ones at the time. But it does show people that there's a little bit of work involved. It's not a 5-minute job doing a painting, especially a big paint. There's a lot of hours left in this painting. You know, like a lot of hours left in this one, and yeah, so I just gotta plod along. It's been misty this morning. It was very misty this morning. I went out to get some photos, but it was very light where I went. You know, I've got little spots where I can go and do my painting, and or where there's special trees and that, so I can get put a little bit on the edge there, Peter. Yeah, just try and filter a little bit of light just around here and there on the tree. I don't want to try and turn it into a piece of Luna Park with the lights and that. So yeah, that's where we are with this. I'm not going to do much more to this at this stage, but it gives me a chance to know where to work with my trunks now. Some of these I can lighten and darken. I don't know, it looks a bit lopsided, but it's not even, but I could bring, that one looks a bit even. So what I could do is I could probably bring that out there. And then just put me, you know, whatever you're going to put in there. And you know, I do this sort of, I shouldn't have even done that like that, but anyhow, it won't matter, it's alright. It's got a bit of light in it, that's the main thing. You know, but sometimes you just dab your paint on, and you know, it's a matter of having a bit of a think about what you're doing before you start throwing all your bloody paint on. Have a little bit of a think. It just makes it a little bit easier for you doing your painting, otherwise you start fighting with it. And when we start fighting with paintings, look out. Not good stuff. Not good at all. I think I'll just give you a slow motion look, not slow motion, but a bit of a look close up where I'm going with this. And you'll see the lights and the darks. See how I'm putting a few lights on the trunks around the place to try and build up that tree without going too far. We don't want to make it Luna Parky. I want to, you know, just make it look like it's where it's supposed to be. So yeah, that's where I am with that. And probably I haven't even, when I look at that, I probably haven't even got the greens that I need. I need to look into my on my computer and see if I can find those photos of the colour, or else I'm going to have to go out and hunt it and copy the colour off Life, because my prints are really not that good. They're not really showing me what I need to bring this painting to life. But anyhow, all's well. Have a good one.